Hello and welcome to a new video. Now today we're going to take a look at Morpeko in the, not Open Great League, it's going to be the Willpower Cup still. Open Great League is going to be back soon though. Can't wait for that, honestly, can't wait. I'm going to make another top team video towards the Great League as well. So definitely stay tuned for that one as well. But yeah, today we're going to take a look at Morpeko in the Willpower Cup. This Pokemon is going to be very interesting as it's going to be able to counter those flying and dark type Pokemon quite nicely. But generally going to be an interesting Pokemon because of how much damage this Pokemon can do. But it also has access to the move Seed Bomb, which got buffed this season, being a little bit less energy, does a little bit less damage as well. But you might be able to use it kind of to some effect at least against like Pokemon like the Claydol in positions where you would otherwise just hit it with resisted damage. And so I want to give it a try here. I want to have a look at this Pokemon and see if it's going to be okay. And we're going to have here a team with Claydol on the lead. The Saysop going to be the Primeape, and we have the Morpeko as our closer. Primeape is going to be a very, very good Pokemon in this meta as well with the coverage it has. And just very, very attack weighted, but it's a very good Saysop. Claydol is for sure the best Pokemon in this meta. It is not only the #1 Pokemon on the ranking tier list there, it's definitely deserving to be the #1 Pokemon for the Willpower Cup. There is no doubt about that. And so, yeah, here we're going to have Psyshock up against our Claydol. I don't really care too much. I can just go for the full farm down. This is just going to be a Psyshock. And now we are going to be able to win this lead matchup while leaving with a charge move start. And this charge move is going to go up now against the opponent's Sableye. This will do a lot of damage if it's going to connect, which it does going to connect against here. And we can now go for a close combat, which is doing a little bit more damage than the Rages would do against the opponent's Sableye. Getting them super low, I can let the move go. And they actually decided to go for the bait here. They went for the foul play and not for like some like a dazzling gleam. And we can go for the full farm down and still hit that Tyranitar in the back for some nice damage here with a close combat. We see the shield coming up, and in comes, of course, that Morpeko, which can go for the Seed Bomb or the Aura Wheel to win this battle. Next up, we're going to have here Gallade. Gallade is going to be great, and comes here again the Mandibuzz. And we have the best and hardest answer to this Pokemon in the Morpeko. They could use a shield if they really want to, which then would allow them to take the next Aura Wheel because it's going to be then a Dark type Aura Wheel. But at the end of the day, they're always going to lose this matchup, and here they're going to lose it while giving us so much energy for the next matchup as well, which is amazing. Because now Gallade comes back in here, that's going to be alright. We're going to have the Aura Wheel coming through, and we're going to have the full belly mold. We're going to have now also an Aura Wheel coming through, and with that, the Charm Gallade is going to go down here with this move. Or we're going to get the final shield, which is also ideal. We have still all our shields left. They reveal the Moltres in the back. I can go for the Rock Tomb just to do some super effective damage, and I can use this opportunity to go into my Primeape to go for the full farm down now, having resisted and debuffed fast move pressure. The charge move pressure we're still going to have both of our shields for, and with that we are going to be able to go for the full farm down, having 2 Righteous stored, and the opponent decides to forfeit here as well. So far, so good, but this is going to be a tough lead matchup. We're going to have the Greninja against us, and they swap out straight away here into their Mandibuzz against our Primeape. But we have now 2 close combat stored, which is going to be honestly very, very nice for us, as this will allow us now to go for even another charge move here. Another close combat is coming through, is coming their way. This is going to allow us to get the shield from the opponent, and we can try our best to just let the move go into our other Pokemon, go into our... Do we go into our Morpeko here? We go into our Morpeko actually straight away and try to get a ton of energy here. Our Wheel will be able to knock them out in time. This is looking quite okay for us. We had a very bad lead, but I think we're in an okay spot now because we got that shield advantage. In comes the opponent's Claydol, and this is going to make everything way worse for ourselves. I can go for the charge move here. Should I have went for Scorching Sands? I should have not, because the opponent decides to use a shield anyway. Should I go for shields here now? I maybe should have. I decided to no shield here, and I decided to no shield again, putting everything onto the Morpeko, but I'm not too sure if this is the right play. Because, well, yes, we're going to have Seed Bomb, doing now some super effective damage against the Claydol. Seed Bomb is not a great move. It is not Stab, and it's not going to help us really here, because it is going to do some damage. But at the end of the day, we still have to hit an Aura Wheel here in order to knock them out. They go for their own charge move, which is going to allow them to drop my attack, which doesn't really matter because I have the Aura Wheel now. The Aura Wheel is going to allow us to get the next charge move off. But we have to hope that basically the Greninja is in 1 Thunder Shock range in order to knock them out here. Can we knock them out in time? We actually can. I did not expect it at all. And so we can move on to the next one, which is going to be up against our Rapidash. Rapidash has access to the move Mega Horn. Rapidash is a very, very good face-up. It's the most safest Pokemon, in my opinion, for this meta. And Body Slam is coming through. We are going to be able to go for the bait here, but they decide to swap out into their Claydol in time. And this is going to be a tough one, because now Claydol goes up against Claydol. They win the CMP tie. They can go for the Scorching Sand. And we can have, we have to go for our own Scorching Sands now as well. Do we get the debuff here? It's a 10% chance. We do not. But we put them into range for our Rachus, which is alright. I would be even able to survive like 1 or 2 more fast moves before I even get to the next charge move. But we're just gonna go straight, get out the Rapidash again. They go for the move. I should be able to take a hit here still. It should just be the Body Slam. And with that, we can still go for our Rage Fist, which gonna land against the Mandibuzz here. They catch all the moves. But also it's okay for us because we still have our Morpeko, and Morpeko can take those hits. Morpeko takes resisted damage from all the moves the opponent wants to go for. There's not a single move that Mandibuzz would learn that would do neutral damage here. It has Aerial Ace, has Shadow Ball, has Foul Play, has Dark Pulse. Nothing of those moves are going to do some damage against us. And so we're actually still in an okay spot. We have to boost ourselves up. We go for the resisted Aura Wheel now, instead of the super effective Aura Wheel. And this is going to still do enough damage though to knock them out, I think. They went down here, and now it's Rapidash against our Morpeko. Double boost Morpeko is going to be enough to knock them out. And we can move on to the next opponent, where Annihilate is going to wait for us. That is not going to be a great Pokemon. Generally, having any of the Flying type Pokemon here in the lead is not as ideal. Well, we resist the counter. We do not resist the Rage Fist, and that is a bit tough. I go for the hard-hitting move straight away because I've seen a lot of people actually no-shield Claydol, and they do the T again as well because I expected Rock Tomb to come through. But are we gonna go for the Rock Tomb now against that Sableye, which is going to be a bit of a better matchup. We swap out here straight away into our Primeape, and the Rage Fist spam is going to be real. The Rage Fist is coming through, is going to allow us to get some nice damage in against the opponent. As we will see here as well, there is going to be a Dazzling Beam that is going to get the KO against us. But we're still going to have our Morpeko here. Can we still win this battle? Let's swap out into that Incineroar, as they're going to try to just get the first shield here already by going for our Aura Wheel. I'm going to try to catch the move onto my Claydol, but I'm not too sure if this is going to work out for us. We're going to swap out of here, and they don't go for the charge move straight away. They're going to go for the charge move now. It's going to be the Blast Burn. I am going to be able to still go for the Aura Wheel here though in time to knock out the opponent's Incineroar. This is going to be super, super close. This is going to get the KO here. And we will see as well that there is going to be that Sableye coming in, and we can go for another charge move here. This is going to be the Seed Bomb coming through, and we can move on to the next opponent. There's going to be a Murkrow waiting. This is, by the way, the worst possible lead. There's not a single Pokemon that I would want to face less than the Murkrow. Murkrow, honestly, one of my favorite Pokemon so far this season, and a Pokemon that we've seen already as well, having a lot of play during the recent regionals. It's definitely something that is quite interesting here. We're going to have the Morpeko trying to go do its best, try to go for the full farm down. But as we will see here as well, the shield is coming out. We're going to still farm them down. I know it would have been a resisted hit there, but it is not worth it to take a Drill Peck in a position like this, because the Pokemon itself is just so strong. Anyway, we have the Greninja against us. We are going to be able to go for the Rock Tomb just to drop the opponent's attack. But at the end of the day, I should just win for the Scorching Sands, because this would have guaranteed me to get the KO here, which would have been so much better. Now I get the KO at the same time as the opponent knocks me out. Yeah, like we have now Seed Bomb stored for them, but this is not ever going to be enough damage. And as you see here, we need to get up to 2 Seed Bombs. There is no way that this is ever going to happen. And so the opponent is going to be able to go for another charge move here and knock us out, and we can move on to the next one. This is going to be the Murkrow again, and I encountered Murkrow I think 3 or 4 times in a row in the lead, and I was like, what happened? Who made a video about Murkrow lead? I think currently most people are not really interested in either of the cups that are currently going on, which is fine. It is early on in the season, and there is going to be a lot of interesting stuff coming up, by the way. I'm very, very hyped for the next few weeks. There are going to be a lot of cool cups coming up. I think there's going to be a little bit of a dry period again as well eventually later on the season, where you don't have a good cup available. But I think there's always a Great League Cup coming up eventually. I think there's going to be Jungle Cup as well for the Great League Edition, which is going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot coming up there. Definitely stay tuned for that. Definitely stay tuned for my videos towards it as well. And I would like to know actually from you, what type of videos are your favorite videos on this channel here generally? Like, do you like more the gameplay video? Do you like more the top team video? Do you like more, I don't know, like those hypothetical videos about like potential move updates, potential moves that you needed to be added? I might do something like this again later on today. If you're interested in this, let me know down below if you want to see top 10 maybe moves that need to be added to make some Pokemon stronger again. Let me know down below. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the next battle here. I would really like to see like a little bit more community engagement there in terms of the content of this channel. I would like to do the content that you want to see, and that is my main priority for this channel. I am here for you. I try to showcase stuff for you that's either interesting for you to watch or that can help you out on your Go Battle League journey. And so if there's anything that you want to see, let me know down below there. I could even, like, there are a lot of kind of topics I kind of wanted to make some videos towards. There's also like the topic, for example, of the 45-second switch timer, which Pokemon can benefit the most from it. I think, for example, Malamar is going to be one of those Pokemon that is going to have a lot of potential from that. But yeah, that might be something, again, for a video here if you want to see it on the channel. But as you see here, we're going to have now again another Murkrow. As I said before, like this thing just was haunting me. Like Murkrow was absolutely everywhere. It was mainly in the lead, which was kind of annoying for me, because I was really having a team that's great against Murkrow in the back, especially like with the Morpeko here. But it doesn't really matter in this battle because you can just one-shot that Drapion. We still have the force pressure here and the opponent just decides to forfeit. Second to last battle, this team, by the way, is actually really, really good. I actually struggled a tiny bit in the beginning. You saw my Edo dropping compared to last video from when the video started here. I actually went positive with this team. I've tried other teams. I tried a veteran team as well with Ice Fang Drapion, which was not working out for me. I want to just try something that I have fun with. Morpeko is one of the Pokemon that I have the most amount of fun with in the Go Battle League. Let me know down below. What is your favorite Pokemon for the Go Battle League? I feel like for me to run, I feel like Morpeko isn't really the most fun Pokemon. I think mine currently is Primeape. Honestly, I think Primeape is currently my favorite Pokemon to run in the Go Battle League because of the flexibility of this Pokemon. This is literally why. But yeah, I would love to see that down below as well. Again, let me know down below what kind of videos you want to see on this channel more. And let me know down below what is your favorite Pokemon to play in the Go Battle League. I think Primeape is such a cool Pokemon because it has so much pressure against opponents, while, yeah, Annihilate is a little bit too slow for me. Primeape has that crazy speed, has the crazy damage that it can do, doesn't have a lot of bulk, but the coverage that it has is just amazing because there's no Pokemon in this current metagame that is going to be able to resist the Ghost and Fire type coverage there. There's only one Pokemon that can do it generally, which is the Hisuian Zoroark, which is just a bad Pokemon, so yeah. Here, we are going to be able to still though win this battle, which is kind of cool, because we went up against Annihilate, which is a very tough Pokemon for us to deal with, but Morpeko was able to actually, yeah, Thunder Shock down a fighter, which is not something you're gonna see every day. And so we are going to be here now at the final battle of today's video. I, again, hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had a good time here so far. I think it's a cool team to run for you if you want to have like a little bit more spicier stuff for this meta as well. We're going to have the Shadow Ball from the opponent, which this is the worst thing about like the Claydol. Claydol against Claydol, it's just not worth it to go for anything other than Scorching Sands. Like, yeah, here they were able to align themselves now. Cool, but you know what they gave me? So much energy on my Primeape while having still neutral damage coming through here. It's going to be a lot of damage to hopefully now against the Mandibus. I didn't really need to go for the charge move here. The charge move was actually quite silly because they're gonna stop out anyway. They're gonna go to the Pawniard though, and because I didn't expect the stop out because I went for the charge move there, I got a lot of energy in and I needed that energy because here's the thing. Actually, Pawniard is going to outspeed Morpeko. Morpeko needs 5 for their Aurel and they need 9 fast moves, but they have a 1 turn, we have a 2 turn, so that means they are 1 turn faster to get to their own charge moves compared to me. But because we had a bit of an energy advantage earlier on, we're actually going to be able to outspeed them here, get the KO. But this game is not over because they still, of course, have that Mandibus. They have to knock us out, but they are definitely in range for one close combat. And so can we win the final battle with a close combat? Absolutely. This Primeape is going to be able to knock out the opponent's Mandibus. And this is going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.